What's up, everyone? So today I am very excited to make this video. So let me start with last week, Saturday I believe it was, we went yard selling around Mansfield and we came across this cool machine, and it is called the Sizzix BigShot, and this is the machine right here. So pretty much it was all in this suitcase packed in here, and the lady said that it was her grandmother's, and she said that we could have it all for 20 bucks. So at first I was like, well, what is this? You know, I know that I've seen a lot of these things before, and they look like just like foam, and you know, if you don't know what they are, it probably just looks like something useless. I've seen those before at the thrift store, and I always have seen these too. They're metal die cuts. So I was familiar with the items in the bag, I just wasn't quite sure what it was. So at first I was looking at this board while I was sitting there, because she also had 2 boxes full of stamps, and she has some great deals on these things. Like, the stamps were only $1. If you're into crafting, you know stamps are expensive. So I was looking at this, and I couldn't figure out what this board was for. This was actually in the box with the stamps, and I was reading it, and I'm like, what is this? And I just couldn't figure it out, so I had set it back down in the box. Now I went over to the suitcase, and I started looking at it, and I asked her what it was for. She told me, she explained to me that it's to make die cuts, but that to me says nothing. So I started to pull the stuff out the bag to see, and I seen that it's just all this material and stuff. So long story short, we brought it home, and today we were just chilling, and we're like, let's check it out and, you know, see what it is and what it does. So we YouTubed a video on how to work it, which I'm also gonna make one of each at the end of the video, and then to show you guys exactly what it is. But pretty much the BigShot is just they're cutouts, and you can use those cutouts if you make scrapbooks. You can make wedding invitations. You can pretty much do what a lot of things that comes to your imagination. And then if you have the bigger foam ones like this, inside of this is actually, if you press down a little bit, it's all
blades.
It's a blade. Yeah, there's blades in there, so you want to be careful with this. And these thicker ones actually can cut through leather. They can cut through fabric, material, cardboard, and just anything thicker. So I really like these. I think these are going to be my favorite, because I'm going to be able to use these for ice cream playground. But yeah, so let's check out what we got for 20 bucks. And it's crazy, because I think this was the best 20 bucks that I've spent in a long time, especially for crafting, because crafting has gotten so ridiculous. So everything that you see here on the table is what came with it. And so this is the actual machine itself. It's called the BigShot. Previously, before this, I knew nothing about it. Like I said, I've seen the pieces here and there, but I never knew exactly what it did. So this actually comes in different sizes. I'm not even sure which one this is. I'm assuming it's the regular one, the standard edition, because when I watched the video, she also had the standard edition, except hers was gray, but it looked like it was the same size. There's bigger ones, and then there's smaller ones. So it came with, let's start with the boards first. So it came with these cutting surfaces. These cutting surfaces are going to be used for the long ones, for like the longer pieces. So pretty much, I'm not a pro at this yet, so I don't know, but pretty much you got to put it in there, and then you put a frame at the bottom and then a frame at the top, depending on the thickness of it. You don't want to,
or what type of dye you're using.
Yeah, what type of dye you're using. So then it came with this tab 1, tab 2. So funny story about this. So remember I said that I had seen this and I set it back down in a box. So we drove away. We decided to buy it. I'm like, I want to get this machine. Like something just kept telling me, get this machine. So we got it. So we drove away and we went to Burger King to try to get a cotton candy slushie. They don't have them no more. I was so salty. But anyway, so I was watching the video and I'm like, luckily the first video that I clicked on, they needed this piece. So I'm like, that's the piece. We need to go back and get that piece.
It was in with the stamps.
It was in with the stamps for $1. So she must have not knew, the lady, or the girl must have not knew that this went to that. So when we went back, we actually ended up buying
more stamps.
More stamps, and then we looked through the box of these other die cuts, and then I told her, like, you know, we came back originally because of this, and so this was, we didn't have to pay the $1 for it because it originally went with that. So we're very lucky. I'm very happy that I...
How much was that when you looked that up?
This, I think about $30. So yeah, originally the machine by itself is about, the cheapest I found it on Amazon was, I think, $99. I mean, and this just crazy. Look, like just this one Sizzix is $7, and that's on clearance, 7 something. So to think that we got all this for $20, and like after using it and seeing like so many cool things that you could make with this, it's like, I'm so happy that we got it. But anyway, so it comes with these are all the cutting or tablets that you use. It'll tell you, yeah, depending on what how you're using, set it up. You're gonna put it on tab 1 or tab 2 or whatever die cut you're using. So it came with that one, it came with the long one, it came with this magnetic thing, and I also looked this up. It's actually 2 pieces. The magnet is super strong. This alone is about $30 just for this magnet piece. So that, it goes with this. I'm actually not sure if you purchase it, does it come together or not. I just know, or if it's 2 separate things. Yeah, when I looked it up,
it might not even be together.
It's a price check.
We don't know yet.
Were expensive just for one. So we got that, we got that. So that's all of the boards. There's only 3 of these, which the video didn't, the lady didn't have any of these, so we are still unsure of what these are.
I think those are for embossing.
So we got 3 of these. We got, these are what goes in between.
They're the plates that you put in between the material and the die.
We got some long ones. We got some basic ones. And these were actually, this one was actually new. The butterfly and the bunny we actually just did. And if you don't know, and you go to use it, I actually just found this out too because I thought we broke it, because you see how it imprints it on the plastic. It's gonna happen. That means it was used very well. Like,
well loved.
Yeah, well loved. Like you could see, she really used these. Yes. She must use the alphabet and numbers a lot because that's what it looks like that is. But, and then I still don't know what this is. It's a Sizzix cutting pad, but this alone was $8.99. So whatever this is, and then it came with these longer, wider ones. So these are all just the things, the spacers in between. So these are actually going to be the designs and dies. So it came with
those, what were those ones called again?
Envelopes. They called these envelopes. They're not, they don't make envelopes, they're just called that because they open. How they open. And see.
And those are for embossing.
Yeah, for embossing. And
so you'll put your paper in there
and then
close it, and then it imprints that on your paper.
Yeah, so it came with a decent size of
quite like amount of those, quite a big amount.
And then some smaller ones. It came with these felt ones with the blade in them that you can cut thicker stuff.
Can't really see
yeah, you
the
can't see it, but it tells you right here, like, this design is kooky spooky. So this is the pumpkin and the witch. So it came with quite a few of these, all of these.
All of those and another pile.
Oh, there's a whole nother pile.
Yeah.
That's good, because these, like I said, these are my favorite, because these you can cut thicker material
with. And then
with.
there's a big one underneath.
Oh yeah, here's the big one. This is for more like borders.
That one has borders on it.
Yeah. Has the name somewhere, I can't find it, but these are for borders, which we use it to put the cardboard. And then it came, these are all the metal ones. I try to pick them up, but it's hard.
Without making a disaster.
Yeah. So these are all the metal ones that it came with. All of these, and then
a whole nother pile
all of
here.
those.
Yes.
And then these are called Sizzix. They still have the little metal inside. I'm so forgetful right now.
These have
the blade inside.
The blades inside.
But they're thinner.
They're just thinner ones.
Yeah, they're
much,
way
much
thinner than compared to these.
Right.
And we did not get to test this on the video either. And then it also came with this. This is a whole nother thing that was probably way more than $20 in itself. And what this is,
it's just like a crafter tool.
It's a crafter tool. When you have the little intricate designs, like the butterfly, for instance, you will use one of these, this pin right here, and it's very sharp.
And it'll poke.
You poke out the little pieces that are left over. If you have a Cricut machine, then you're familiar with that. But you can also put eyelets on stuff. So this would be a sample of what was left. And this machine, or this tool, there was a measuring board in here.
It is. It's on the front.
Oh.
It's in the front pocket.
Like you see the hammer and stuff. That's for like the eyelets and stuff. And then the front, okay, has a measuring tool for eyelets. You can sew, it said, and also like yarn or whatever it is that you do with string.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so yeah, we got all of this for 20 bucks. We really aren't interested in keeping
the bag. It's not the...
We might keep it, I guess.
It's not the easiest way to get the items out.
We just got to set it up in the craft room. But other than that, we got all of this good stuff for 20 bucks. So, that was the best deal of a long time. So,
yes.
We're gonna pick one of each, and then I'm gonna show you guys the process, how to make it, and then the outcome of it. But so while we prepare, we're gonna stop the video and get everything ready
and come back.
Yeah, and come back. Okay, so first we're gonna start off with this one. This is the embossing folder.
It's an envelope,
and it's gonna be this design. So if you look on this tab, it'll give you the directions of how to do it, embossing folder, and this is going to be tab, don't say, so 3. But either way, so yeah, so this will give you the instructions. So we're going to run it through the machine and then
see what we get.
Too thick, then. So on this tab thing, it says to do 2 of these clear boards, but it's too thick, so we're only going to use 1. And then when you use the 3D one, you want to run it through a couple times. That way it can get it embedded in the paper. And also the video that I watched, she said that she sprayed it with water because it's so texturized that the water helps loosen the paper, which we did not do. We're just gonna
we don't have a thick paper.
Yeah, we don't have cardstock. We're just messing around. But
so you just gotta find the right depth, I guess.
Yeah.
To fit through the machine. So you just run it through the machine.
Rotate it.
And then she actually went back and forth like this a couple times when she did the embossing.
Because it's a thicker 3D feel.
Mm-hmm. So product like this.
Ta-da! So this is the finished product. See the texture in there. It would look way better if it was actually the cardstock, but this is just like construction paper.
Yeah.
Okay, so for this sample, we are going to use one of these thicker ones, and they're stars, and these are the ones that have the blade and in them already. So because it's thicker, we don't need the extra stuff to fill it. It's going through the presser.
Let's see what our finished product is.
So the cool thing about these ones, probably a lot of these, are you can use it for multi-purposes. You have the actual star, and you have paper or the material. Because like I said, with these thicker ones, you can cut leather and material and fabric with them, and cardboard. So there's our star. Alright, so now we are going to use a metal die cut that is a mustache.
And it's a magnet.
And it's magnet. So you're going to want to use the magnetic platform. And I'll tell you right here, these are for the framelits. And then you're going to use the plastic layer.
Spacer plate
A spacer. You're going to put your paper.
And then your rough edge is going to go
facing down
on the paper.
And it's magnetic, so you don't have to worry about it moving. And then you're going to put the plastic on top.
Of another spacer.
Yeah.
And then you will roll it through the oven.
Roll it through the oven.
Let's see what we have here.
I must ask you a question. We got us a little mustache.
Let me see here.
Alright, so we came to a struggle when it came to using this piece, because we did not get a chance to try it out, and when we watched the first YouTube video, the lady did not use these pieces. It took us a while to do it, to understand how to do it, so you have to use this
part. You said you wasn't sure what it was for.
Yeah, because this was on the side of the bag, and the lady that was doing the video never used this. So this pad is a 2-piece. It comes with this rubber piece, and then it comes with the impression pad. So pretty much you just use the tab board,
and it tells you how to do it on
and
here.
you use it on tab 1,
So,
and then it'll tell you the directions.
So this goes first, then your paper, then your silicone pad, and then the top
And
piece.
then the top, and then you
And
bake
you run
it
it
through the
through.
oven.
I'm not gonna run it through because we've already
Yeah, we've already done it.
And then
but
this is your
the glare is kind of hitting it wrong, but look, there's a good shot right there, and that's what it looks like.
This is us just learning it the first
Yeah.
few times too. I'm sure the longer you do it, you get
And then
better.
when you push it, when you run it through this, you're gonna feel a little bit of resistance, but if you feel like the 2 plastic pieces are like
it's too much,
or like they're, if you look and it looks like they're like folding, we want to stop, because you don't want to break it. But you're going to get a little bit of resistance, but not too much.
readjust and find what fits
Yeah.
to make it work.
That's what we had to do. We had to like use literally all these boards to figure out that what we needed was the cutting pad. So we did not get to try one of these long ones because the lady did not do it on YouTube, but we tried it ourselves the first time and we did it good. So I decided to go with this one. So it looks like a lot of these longer ones are going to be like 3D cutouts because it gives you further directions right here if you want to make more out of it. But we just wanted to get it down packed as to how you run it through the machine. And you're definitely going to need the tools. This is where the tool would come in handy.
Look, it came out clean.
Oh, that was easy.
Very clean.
Yep. So, really, that's it. So, there you guys have it. That's some sample pieces that we made with the BigShot. So,
we were very lucky to have found this for $20.
Yes, it's so exciting, and I cannot wait to get crafting with it. I feel like once we start doing it, we're not gonna want to stop, and we're gonna have to put a bedtime timer on because it's really fun. But definitely get yourself one if you're interested in crafting. I think it's something that everybody needs. I haven't even used it that long, and I'm already loving it. So
I can already see this like around the bottom of a like candle thing or something.
Yeah. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching.